What up? What up? Good morning, GMG. Monday. Yeah, baby. January 6th, 2025. But 5 is Gary Vee's thing. I don't know. It's 5. I don't know. I can't do my full 4. It's 5. Whatever. First Monday of 2025, the first Monday of the Golden Bull Run, the first Monday of the AI, should I say, super cycle. I know you guys are going to like that one. Oh, Tyler, by the way, we're a full AI show now here. Just I figured you'd know. Yeah, you figure, right? You probably read the FOMO Hour chats over and over again. So we fully pivoted to AI Hour. It's the only way for AIs not to take over our jobs. I saw you guys tweet quite a bit this week about that. So we may as well LARP as AIs ourselves. That way, we can't be replaced. First Monday of 2025. I hope every single person here is locked the fuck in, because let me tell you something. It's going to be the ride of your life. I got my co-hosts in the house, Mando and Tyler. Mr. Fartlord is back on the show. Tyler, Mando, good morning. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. Another weekend where everyone faded AI again, and it's back to Monday, and then everything's ripped again.
I don't think anyone's fading anymore.
Oh, the weekend it felt like, maybe this is all over again.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, there's always going to be those guys, like we talked about last week, right, Mando? Like every day, there's always going to be the guys coming out saying it's dead. Tyler,
my comments are like half of them are just like people being like, "No, this is wrong." Like,
really?
This is intellectually dishonest. Yeah, for sure.
You know what it is?
People are not happy about it.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
It's not that I even disagree with them. I'm just saying you can make a lot of money out of it.
No, I agree. Well, we'll talk about that. I had a take about that too, and I think we probably share similar takes of like just buy everything that says the future of. Stop looking into it. And oh, the future app store. I'm in. This is the future of France. I'm in. Anyways, Tyler, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Disney World, Fartlord. We needed you back in the trenches, and here you are. Tyler, how you doing today? How was your vacation?
I'm finally back. Disney World was great. I think my biggest takeaway is it's more fun for adults than I thought it would be. It's like the kids had fun. We had the premier passes. We rode every ride at all 4 parks. So it was an absolute blast. It feels like I've been gone forever. So batteries are fully recharged. Very excited to be back at the desk. And we are ripping here this morning and ready to bash some bears in 2020.
Oh my God. We definitely are ready to bash some. I mean, look at the price of everything. Let's just get right into it. I want to see some retweets, fam. By the way, Sims is back. Tyler's back from tomorrow on. The Robits loot box spins are fully back to normal with the usual giveaways. And I almost forgot. Hold on. I'm so excited to talk about the market. I only forgot our wonderful partners, Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping together the future of engagement. Boom. Love the new ad read. This is Chad. I love that. I mean, they literally did the Trump cards, dude. Come on. And Fairside Network. Every day we see people's wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch a fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't get raided. Mando, we need you ASAP.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. So, macro, let's start there. We had a bit of a stronger day on stocks on Friday. Things moved slightly higher. The dollar still remains very, very strong, and we've got 2 key bits of data this week. We've got the jobs data on Friday, and we've got Fed minutes. So there'll be, from a macro standpoint, that's what people will be looking at. We're going sideways a little bit on majors. Obviously, in the last 2 hours, Bitcoin's gone up to over 101K. Solana has been broadly outperforming. It kind of went sideways a little bit over the weekend, but continues to be very, very strong today. Obviously, it's had a very, very strong period with memes, and then now it's going to be Now it's going to be strong with this AI narrative. But I mean, there'll be some volatility this week on some of that macro stuff, but it's good to see Bitcoin going higher again. It looks like Saylor bought some more today. Interestingly, he's buying less and less. So something to pay attention to. Like as the MicroStrategy stock falls relative to where Bitcoin is, he's borrowing less to buy. So yeah, MicroStrategy only bought 100 million today. Remember, a few weeks ago they were buying billions of dollars worth. Which so you definitely seen a change there. You did see Metaplanet, which is the Japanese version of Saylor, said they're going to try and buy 10,000 Bitcoin or get their holdings to 10,000 Bitcoin in 2025, which would be a 5 to 6x. I think their holdings. So
that's nice.
Yeah, pretty good. In terms of degen stuff, look, 70% mind share for AI now. Don't want to say this show was calling it early, but we were very, very early to this one. It is now completely dominating where people are doing their left curve stuff. And it's broad based as well. You can see it with the people who are buying it, right? You have Eric.eth posting around about an AI coin, one of like the ETH maxis, and you have degens posting about it. Guys that you used to see in the Bitcoin community or in the Solana community. Obviously, that's fully ported on NFTs, memes, everything. Like I see people who are involved in every bit of crypto posting about this right now. It's becoming, when Bankless are doing a show about this, you know, it's gone broader, right? Bankless never did a meme show, right? They never did a show around NFT. Or they did that show, didn't they, with Carly? What was her name again? Yeah, where's she now?
Dude, that's a good question. You know what? This is one show in crypto that I actually
Did she not make it through the bear?
She left crypto.
What?
Didn't make it through the bear.
Remember the gaming show? Landed with Obi? The Nintendo thing? Keep going.
So they did do an underpriced JPEG, but then that got like spun out, didn't it? Right, I remember.
I really like Carly Riley. What the fuck?
Yeah, Carly P. Riley. I'm unfortunate she didn't make it. But
Carly walked so Tyler could run.
Exactly. So it tells you that this is dominating the people that were looking at DeFi, the people who are looking at memes, the people who are looking at just Bitcoin, just ETH. Everyone's getting involved. The fact that it's also on base, I think, has allowed the ETH community to feel far more involved, which I think is quite a good thing. Like a lot more ETH maxis are taking part in this as a meta than I've seen with memes. You know, they would buy Mog or they'd buy Pepe, but now they're all like, right, we want to buy Fraser, we want to buy. They know they can pump some of this stuff basically, which is basically why they're getting involved. Like, they're not my favorite people, I would say. Some of the ETH maxis, they've become quite intellectually superior as a group.
Like when you say Eric Kono or like Eric.eth is tweeting about this, I don't know if I'm taking this as a positive signal or negative signal.
I'm just telling you that crew of haters of the last 2 years of what's been going on are now fully involved in this. And I think that tells you kind of everything you need to know. It's like, this is now, they found out that they can pump stuff on Base. So it's fantastic for them. And Base is leading a lot of this. Virtuals.
I love it.
It's something to be said, actually. Like, although I see a lot of stuff happening on Solana, it's very, very clear that the winners on Base are just so much stronger. Like narratives which don't even have that much mind share, like Fraser that we put in the chat like 2 days ago, can go to 600 million. There's just so much more money on ETH, way more money on ETH per unit of mind share. That's kind of what I would say.
Is there
or maybe AIXBT proves that's not the case, but like virtuals just never goes down that much. Like,
I mean, because you can't sell anything, right, Tyler?
Yeah, but like some part of me thinks that although I see more stuff happening on Solana, like more projects, I've seen
by a lot.
Solana also has a lot of Gs. That's basically what I think. I think like in some ways, I kind of feel like it's maybe just easier to own stuff on base a bit more.
I don't know. You're not telling me. Like, look at the volumes on DeFi Llama. They're the same, yet Ethereum has a 7x the TVL of Solana.
So I'm just telling you, these ETH maxis can pump this stuff, man. That's completely. They are a rich group of holders.
I mean, that was my
ETH
thesis.
meme, ETH NFTs like nothing else, right? Like,
yeah. So I actually looked into this because I've seen so much of this, like base is dominating.
Yeah, same.
The AI narrative, and I didn't think that was true.
I don't think it's true.
I mapped out all the top coins over 100 million in market cap this morning, and base has, let's see, base has 9, and Solana has 12. Virtual is by far the biggest, but they've only got, so they've got virtual at 4 billion, FAI at 620 million, AIXBT at 537. So they've got 3 over 500 million. Sol's got AI16Z, Fartcoin, Goat, Zero Bro over 500 million, then Graphane and Swarms over 400 million, and then Act Arc over 300 million. And then you don't have any other coins over 300 million on base. And then you have to go down to Lay and REI, and you get into the mid 100s. I don't know, the exciting new launches are coming on Solana. Like we saw that yesterday.
They are.
HYPR, GNZ. And there's more competition though. So I feel like part of your point is it is easier perhaps for the winners on base to go higher.
Yeah, I think what Mando says
that's what I think. Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. Yeah, it's like you buy your runners on Solana, but then there's a bunch in that like 200 to 500 or 600 range, and it feels very PvP already, right? Like it feels very much like there's going to be a Graphane competitor which comes out on one of these, and it's kind of PvP, or there's I don't know. It's starting to worry me a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's heavily Solana. I see. I get the narrative people are pumping on base. Like but I find it very underwhelming, honestly. Like the only narrative base has over Solana is, oh, there's less people selling. But that's just a narrative, right? For now. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like you're right. Like Ethereum has more money. I don't think we can argue that. Ethereum does have much more money than Solana for now. So we'll see. Was there any news this morning? Was just like everybody back at work, Mando, and markets are ripping like first Monday of the year? Because we got
crypto specific, but remember Trump's inauguration is in
2 weeks.
Yeah, less now.
Days.
Yeah. So, and I think people will probably we'll probably see more and more expectation going into that. Maybe some more headlines about something that might happen.
Yeah. Talk about these setups, dude. You got some nice trades right there. Damn. Ethereum's looking good. 3,700 here. Solana, I mean, was outperforming for a bit and now just like fully going. 221 here. So this is amazing. And then Bitcoin just ripping. Congratulations, guys. Happy 100K day to celebrate again. We get to celebrate Bitcoin 100K this time. Hopefully we'll see new highs on our other coins. Then top gainers, top losers. Let's see what we got. Then I'll go to Tyler's top one, 5,000 today. So let's see what we got. Wow, AI16 top gainer with SPX, dude. Murad, bro.
Murad, bro.
It's Murad's world. We're just living in it. So let's say everything's up. Everything's
Sandbox. Up. Well, let's talk about that in a minute. Sandbox up 11%.
AI agents. Everyone's switching to AI, man.
You know that if you're in crypto, pivot to AI thing is actually not wrong, but it's if you're in crypto, pivot to crypto AI. Like it's just similar, right? But same, but different. Anyways, Tyler, Mr. Tyler. All right, where's this jingle? I even forgot where it is. Oh, there it is, Tyler. Let's see what you got for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO hour calls the kid can't.
Well, our top story now, Bitcoin back over 100K as crypto majors are very green to start the week. We had Injective, Sand, AIOZ leading alts, Render, XTC, and Filecoin also up 8 to 9%. Those Bitcoin ETFs, they saw $900 million in inflows on Friday. That's the largest they've seen in weeks. Perhaps today will be even larger. Solana became quantum resistant, meaning it found a way to protect user funds against future quantum attacks. I believe the first chain to have unlocked that.
Wow.
And then in the political news, some calls for a congressional probe into the FDIC related to Operation Choke Point. after a recent unsealing of some of the letters they sent to banks and discouraging them against using public blockchains. In token airdrop and protocol news, Myriad, baby, setting new all-time highs in predictions over the weekend, over 10,000 per day, and things you love to see. Jesse Pollock teased bringing Coinbase stock to the base chain, though he acknowledged it will be a long process to do that as they bring stocks on chain. Then Yuga Labs announced they're going to use their 6.9 million ape coin to start voting in the future DAO cycles in AI and crypto, folks. The overall market cap soaring this morning. It's up to about 17.4 billion. Most of the leaders now in green. The weekly numbers, AI16Z up over 50% on the week, Fartcoin up 53%, FAI up 150%, Grifane up 85%, massive weeks up top. We had Sitcom, Nero Boss, Pippin, Nikita leading top movers on the day. Several other mid-tier tokens up 30 to 40%. And then this new AI meme, Penis, AIS, jumps 200% to 4 million. So they're having some fun in the AI streets as well. Overall AI mindshare over 70%. As Mando mentioned, AI, XBT, Fartcoin, and Virtual are leading that mindshare. A few individual stories here. Danielle Cesta's Anon token soared 700% from January 1st to today. Now at 155 million. Huge run over on Sonic. HYPR debuted its HYPR token. It is already at $280 million, less than 1 day old, as they build out a new immersive web experience for agents, apps, digital worlds, and users. Is AI Roblox. New token GNZ Gains soared to 50 million in its debut, tied to the Pulse company wearables and a swarm of AI agents meant to 10x your fitness, productivity, and career. And then this Hero Terminals H-Term token ran to 30 million in its debut, promising multi-chain agent trading functionality across Solana and Base. So some big new launches just in the past day on a Sunday. In memes and NFTs, meme coin majors are also green this morning, folks. DOGE, Shiba up 1%, Pengu, arguably the top story, though, past 600,000 holders, entered the top 50. That market cap creeping up to 3 billion. We saw Baby Shark's Web3 arm launch a Baby Shark meme that soared to 200 million this weekend. SPX, as you just called out, it's up to 1.43 billion, leading the top meme movers. And Murad is so back. We saw this new Solana meme, MLG, jump 230% to 41 million. The butthole meme jumps 55% to $100 million. What is happening? Over on Base, this Kikius meme tied to Elon's change soared 135% to 580 million. And Dickbutt up 240% to 24 million. So just massive, massive gains in the meme coin sector. And then in NFTs, the story is AI NFTs are leading the way. So on-chain Gaius jumped 70% to 1.33. The FAI NFT 2049 Reflections is up 50% to 0.75. Virtual Waifus, their mascot, up 500% to 0.2 ETH on Base. And then AI16Z partners up 50% to 6 Sol as well. So a lot to unpack and a lot of AI action.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Dude, this is wow. You really missed it. Holy shit.
Did you see the OpenAI thing though yesterday?
And the OpenAI thing.
So I saw Watcher Guru deleted their tweet, which threw me off a little bit.
So Sam Altman came out and said AGI this year, AI super intelligence soon.
And he deleted it.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I saw that as well, but then I saw he deleted it.
Interesting. I mean,
go down.
I think the scariest tweets was this one. I always wanted to write a circular story. Here it is. Near the singularity, unclear which side. So we may all be dying this year and stuck into a black hole. Have you all seen Interstellar? I think you guys should watch it. It's back on Netflix, by the way. Chat Netflix, though. This is not a paid ad. He deleted it, Mando. It was, 12 hours ago, he tweeted about this. 13 hours ago, reflections. And then January 4th, the singularity tweet. And I can guarantee
people getting very bullish on some of this stuff, man. Like, this is the thing about slightly different, I think, than when NFTs became big. Like, there was that push from Meta, obviously, for like the metaverse, that sort of stuff. But it was widely it was widely rejected, I felt like, by mainstream, right? A lot of people in mainstream were like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to live in the metaverse. This time, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like macro and is really pushing this narrative very, very strong. So it's weird. I remember about like 6 months ago, it would be like some of these AI coins would pump with like OpenAI results, and it was all a bit like ridiculous. But now it feels like they're very aligned because they're all going for these agents too. Like they're all trying to release their own agent models.
Team Grok,
yeah.
Team Elon, Team Grok. OpenAI is sinking shit. Yeah, eBrink. That's right. Anyways, it was in the reflections. Nothing was deleted. He just posted the reflections, and it's in the link saying that he gets closer to AGI and that we're getting very close to that. Anyways, Tyler, I mean, where do you even want to start, dude?
There's a lot. I mean, we could dive a little bit deeper into some of the new AI launches from yesterday. I think that's a good place to start. I mean, go to the HYPR token, HYPR.
HYPR. Did we get an airdrop? Is that what you guys were talking about this morning?
That's
I thought I did, but I didn't.
Someone told me that if you had 100,000 AI 16Z tokens, you got to claim some HYPR, but I haven't been able to verify that. What I have been able to verify is that this thing is at $275 million, and it came out at like 6 o'clock last night. And I think it just kind of had like this perfect confluence of everyone's been looking for this metaverse AI play, and here comes HYPR. They're saying they're the Roblox for AI agents, open source metaverse. They're using Eliza. Shaw endorsed them, but also said like, hey, it's not our project, but we are going to work with them. And they're talking about dropping apps, which, we've been chatting a little bit about apps perhaps being the next sub-narrative in the AI sector. The dev behind this, folks have been saying, is cracked. It's been working on this for quite some time.
I love that. That is cracked.
The LA cabal, man, they were on this one early. You gotta give them credit. I think Frank got close to 1% of this thing last night. We were tracking some of his buys. So Frank's doing quite well.
When did HYPR launch?
ABM got it too. Like the guy.
But even at 90 mil, right?
Sorry.
I think it gave him going like 90, but didn't it launch at 100 or something?
It went to 100 very fast.
Okay.
Then it pulled back to 60. You had maybe a 5-minute window to buy it there.
Yeah,
and then
he got it. He was taking my last night. I was already in bed, and he was like, yeah, you guys, this may go, but I'm already up 100%. I was like, fuck. And here we are. So what's the story between this? So I love this. This is literally, I love this. AI, metaverse. Dude. Folks have also said that when the AI metaverse goes to billions, that's going to be when the top is. Yeah.
We're clearly not there yet.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think of this?
I mean, I've been looking at stuff like this looking for this sort of trend for Epic, right? Like the idea of integrating like a agentic character. I know Sobi's been talking about this. I know if every single one of the gaming companies, by the way, is talking about this. Like, right, we're gonna introduce AI agents in games, like better NPCs, essentially that can do a lot more. So these guys may be it, but I'm telling you that every single gaming company in Web3 is looking at. You've even seen from Prime, right? They kind of went down that route with their Wayfinder, right? I mean, that's a bit more standalone, but a lot of others are going to be expanding into this.
Yeah, agreed. They're not the only one. I think that we saw one before this who had the metaverse plan. It was Realis. Realis ran to about a 50 million at peak. It since kind of lost some favor. It was down below 20 million. It's actually kind of running again today in HYPR's wake. Whoever is able to pull this off and get adoption, I think we're going to see them do pretty well. Right. I mean, Sandbox, we just looked at it. Sandbox is still 2 billion.
What does Sandbox do?
Hit 8 billion at peak, I believe.
So what's this? How come Sandbox is like rage pumping? It's not the first time I see it in the top movers recently.
My read was it's just right in the metaverse narrative and wave. I don't know if they had any announcements. I didn't see any.
I didn't see any announcements, but I'm telling you, it'll be around this. Like, there's no doubt in my mind it'll be around this.
All right, so HYPR. Let's talk about this, right? Because that's the talk of town. Like, do we think like what's the play here?
I don't know. It kind of feels like like we said yesterday with the gains thing as well, feels like you know your audience here. Like AI agent gaming, AI agent health and fitness app, AI agent vaping will be coming soon, AI agent gambling. Like we're gonna hit all the major DJ narratives here.
I love that.
Feels like it just right time, right place. I don't know why it'd be worth 200. I guess the AI 16Z partnership is quite a big one. You're going to see a lot of these projects. So Solana did that hackathon, and there are a ton of different winners. And I think that's going to be a list. And then you're going to see all the different people that partner with a bigger, most likely with AI 16Z, given it's open source and has plugins. But that's going to be a big thing.
Interesting. All right. So there's that. Like, just pay attention. I mean, there's a play going on every day, right, Tyler? Right now, like it's pretty wild. Like there's a lot of these coins just going. Like you mentioned another one. You mentioned H-term. What's that?
Yeah, H-term was another top mover on Solana. And just quickly, just to pull back, so like if you pull up the decks, like these new tokens are doing $90 million in their first day. Yeah, nice. And like it's just showing the demand and hunger for the new hot thing. Right. And I think it's still a little to be seen what this means for some of the more established players.
Wow. Look at that.
And if they are going to take a hit or not. But yeah, they're up at 86. As I understand it, their terminal enables agents to do trades cross-chain, Base and Solana. I think so far we've seen mostly singular chain trading. I don't know that it's super novel or unique, but clearly
it's a lot of like tech that already existed that's being repackaged as AI agents, right? Launching.
You go into Hierro terminal on it's. I think it's trying to be a bit of AIXBT as well. Like it's going to be posting alpha, and then it's going to be doing trades. So, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of these, right? Griffin went above 500 because it announced like a interface for trades on chain, like text to trade sort of stuff. Don't know if you saw that, but
no. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, as long as our backs keep going up, I guess we're good.
And I think that the Gainsey launch was an interesting one too, and I think that perhaps is an example of one of the new kind of subclasses of AI products we're going to see, where it's more of a product or an app. So what they're doing is it's tied to the Pulse company, which has a wearables device, and they're promising a swarm of AI agents to provide custom fitness tips. I think they actually go beyond fitness, productivity, and other things as well, based on your feedback. And I think there's criticism in the replies of their announcement, like, "Hey, like we have other apps that do this." I think where that what actually specifically gets very interesting is if they actually can get the bio data from the wearable device, and then you get custom advice from an AI agent based on that. I haven't personally seen that out there. I'm not super deep in the wearable space. I've been a Whoop user.
I was going to bring that up.
Semi deep into fitness and wearables. Maybe that exists. I haven't seen it. I think it's pretty interesting. And then it's another one that's also like a narrative trade, right? So like this, the pitch is easy. The team has won multiple hackathons.
Yeah.
They've raised money to build their product. They sold out their wearable band yesterday. So there is real world demand for the products. Maybe it's just CT Digens buying it, right? As a part of all this, but it's another one where it's a nice combination.
I mean, it's the narrative play right now, right? Like you're just like, if we're going to play NFTs 2.0 here, may as well like just play it, like, or ICOs. It's like a cross of ICO and NFTs, right? It's like the narrative of the NFTs, the future of X with a coin attached to it that goes into public sale to the public, and we just ape it and goes higher. Like I in last cycle, I believed in all of it. Cool Cat's going to change the face of gaming. It's going to do new Tamagotchi. Totally fell for it. We weren't just like talking about it all day. We actually fell for these.
The main difference, which I really like, is the fact that the main difference between ICOs and NFTs is there's no pre-sale here.
Right. I like the fact there's no pre-sale, Mando. I like that a lot. So it's kind of like you're early. You're not like you missed out.
That was one of the main issues with a lot of these. It was like, right, X raised 150 million to build this.
Like EOS $4 billion and nothing fucking happened.
And same with NFTs, right? Mention all those NFT mints that everyone just like put in, and it feels much different here in that for once we've got the launch better, right? Yeah, it went to 250 million a day, but some people did buy it. You know, some people did manage to get in early enough. So that's been one benefit here. Is I see less. You still get scamming, but there's less pre-sale funds. Like you better not rug us sort of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, from an investment standpoint, I'm just going to approach it the same way I'm approaching. I wish I approached NFTs. Like, oh, they claim that they're going to change the Oura thing. Like, I'm not going to buy an AI version of this. Like, my Oura is, like, the data I get is very good. It does, and like, it's going to go, it's like the gaming thing, right? Like, but why does he need a token? But the question is, start asking that the second you should start buying the token, because that's why we're buying tokens, because price goes up, right? And so
I thought that at the start, and that's why I thought the memes would be the strongest. But now it just feels like people want this. People want this more than I've seen before. Like they're willing to believe that this is the shot.
Oh, look at that! Virtuals calls them an IAO, initial agent offering. So it is kind of like an ICO.
But there's no funds up front. Well, generally there isn't. Normally these are launched on Pump, or they're launched on.
I want an AI version of myself, but smarter. Very impossible to make. Come on, Fred, give yourself some kudos here. For me,
I'm curious. So I missed some of the shows last week. Did you guys talk about some of the emerging narratives, like pricing some of the agent platforms?
Tell us
like
what you're seeing. We talked about a lot last week, but tell us, you weren't there. I want to know, Tyler on vacation at Disney, what was he thinking about? You tell us. Like, how are you approaching this?
Well, so the narrative was clearly coming out a couple of weeks ago, and now I don't know if it's already like kind of started passing us by. Was these L1 like these agent platforms being priced as L1s, the ones that you can launch agents on that have their native token. The native token is tied in. Virtuals led the way. Now AI16Z looks to be. They haven't published their update, but they've given some teasers that they're going to do something similar with their token. Zero Bro fully pivoted to this. Yeah. Arc is this with Rust. Now I think Bully is actually trying to do something similar for its own style of AI agents. I thought that was going to be the hot trade in narrative. I don't think that's going away, and I think a lot of probably the winners are coming from there. But it also feels like we're quickly moving beyond that. So you've got the L1 agent platforms. You've got your pure memes, Fartcoin, Goat. You've got your pure agents. AIXPT, NFT, XPT, Poly, now perhaps the Hero maybe is in there. And then now like a new wave of apps producing games and experiences. That's where Freza, FAI kind of fits in. Perhaps GNZ Gains fits into that bucket. And now Metaverse with HYPR and Real. So I'm already seeing like 5 subsectors of this.
The app stuff is the stuff I think is about to go big. That's the stuff you can tell. Like we did the memes. We did the interface stuff. We've now done the marketplaces, and now it's going to be right. Let's actually apply it in some way and see where we can get. That will often involve an integration with one of the other players, which is why you saw them. Oh, we're going to integrate with AI16Z. Like for the application layer of all this, like you're going to have to choose how to like basically run your agent. And you might also see it go the other way. So you might see one of these other projects, which is kind of what Zero Bro did at the same time. Like, right, we've got this concept and we're going to put it into culture. You might see applications kind of come out of these, like AI16Z may launch a gaming arm, you know, or Virtuals may do the same with, I don't know, gambling. Like I saw him on an interview.
Is that coded?
I saw an interview with the Dragonfly team the other day, and he was talking about Vice bots. The founder of he was like for porn, for gambling, he was like this guy.
Well, you can do a lot with agents. Like there's going to be like for us, like for example, I can tell you right away that like there's already being a bunch of AI agents being developed like to trade predictions, right? So it actually makes sense. Like prediction markets, like AI agents within prediction market. Actually, Hosib in that tweet also talked about that, Mando. I think the same tweet you're talking about prediction markets, because they led Poly, right? So they talk a lot about Poly market on there and how AI agents you're going to be trading against like just probably a bunch of AI agents at some point. When it comes
to stuff, yeah, for
on-chain marketing, on-chain like predictions and stuff like that, I think it's going to be heavily dominated by AI. Ironically, Tyler, I still always pull up your AI watch list from like day one. I don't know if you have a new one.
I try to keep maintaining it. It's just so hard because Dex limits you to 100.
Though, because like if you go back to the show from like months ago, when I used to even make fun of you guys for this, before I realized like, listen, I'm not gonna fade like the narrative of this year, which is stupid. These were like we've been calling these things for like, mostly you guys, but we as a show, like it's been a while. This is insane to see now, like so many of them above $500 million guys.
Yeah, I pulled the numbers from 1 month ago for the newsletter this morning, so I can rattle a few off. So virtual was at 1.78 billion a month ago. AI16Z was 500 million. Fartcoin was 200 million. Wow. Freza FAI was 34 million a month ago. AIXBT was right around 200.
Wow.
Zero Bro was 325. Graphane was 15.
What a rise!
Graphane was the crazy one, and I think that one and Fartcoin have been.
It looks amazing, by the way. This chart is incredible. Like this is just wild.
I don't think like we're at 17 now, and maybe it's starting to. It feels like it's slowing down a bit, or like the top token taking a while, but it feels like this could double tomorrow. In my opinion, like
didn't NFTs go to 1 trillion last cycle?
Did you see that?
Add some zeros to that.
Okay, but seriously though, like real question though, like what did NFTs actually top at? Because it's tough, Mendo, to put a number on that because there was so many chains between even the VVs of this world and everything.
Is there anything valuable on VV ever?
No, but like between Top Shot and Nifty Gateway and
the difficult thing to value was one of one art in that peak period, because that wasn't really being valued. You talk about collections, they did value it multi-chain, and it was around 30 to 50 billion. But you could argue that like the one of one art bit was maybe a few more billion on top of that. Like who knows?
I'm seeing 783 billion according to Grok.
They're sourcing Frank Stigot's tweets.
Are they?
To back this up.
That is just no way it got to that.
We have to get the definitive answer for this. We've got stats in the audience. We need to get down to like, what are the stats here? What's the PFP? What's the PFP?
Making those tweets. What's it talking about here?
Nick Tomeno, the total market cap of entire NFT asset class is 5 billion?
Down 90%.
Down 90%.
Right.
So
got to about 50 billion.
Yeah.
There is so much crap. This is the issue about taking some of your stuff from Grok, because they've clearly just taken these crazy tweets. Use OpenAI, use there was data on this. Like this wasn't something that people weren't tracking by the end of NFTs. Like NFT Go, for example, had that. For example, I don't know if NFT Go is still going. Right, yeah.
Interesting. Grok is my
double too. I mean, just yesterday, new launches from yesterday added $350 million.
Yeah, we're at 18, so we're at all-time high now.
I don't even know if Cookie has those on their list yet. I didn't see HYPR on there.
I don't even think so, dude.
So if this pace continues and you have just a handful of days per week, like yesterday, like you're adding $1 billion per week.
You guys want to know what I'm cooking on without even knowing I was cooking on? My on-chain Gaias. I bought these joints. I checked the chain over 9 months ago. And then everything tanked.
So what were they?
So it was this Cinnies, right? Screen Times. He's big on base, and he was, when I was all up
Screen Times, yeah.
So that, I guess my forecaster time paid off. I've made enough money to pay off for all the hours I spent forecasters. So I'm pretty happy. But basically, he launched an AI agent. He was talking about AI agents like a year ago, and people thought he was like kind of stupid. But he was actually talking about this like before everybody. Actually, I don't think I've heard anyone talk about on-chain agents before him in crypto.
I was talking about on-chain agents years ago.
And
FET, dude, FET.
Yeah. Oh, right. FET and stuff like that. By the way, we should talk about this. What happened to the TAOs and stuff for this world? They don't count in the AI conversation. But let's go back to that in a second. But basically, he launched these on-chain Gaias, which was meant to be like, I don't know, PFPs of on-chain AI. I don't even know what it is. I just own them. I just bought 3 back then, and now there was 1.3 ETH each. And I got the Henlo fucking airdrop. Not airdrop, it was a claim. Thankfully, shout out to D's for reminding me during the bear market or whatever. It's at 50 mil.
And what is Henlo?
So it's actually a little go-kart game on Telegram.
Okay.
So it's like tied to this like Telegram app game, I guess. Tied to, I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know, I have no idea, but it's worth
This
like
is what
40
I see it in the AI sector, but I don't actually know really what it is. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's going to 500 million." I'm like,
Yeah, it is because hamster kart racing on Telegram backed by Base. That's why. Boom. Okay. Now,
Is
I
it
will
AI
be-
then,
What
or
is AI here?
yeah?
I don't know, guys. I swear to God, I don't know. I'm just saying. I woke up this weekend. It was worth like $30,000, and I woke
You
up
laughing, telling me it's some great AI play.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I swear to God.
I know you don't know. You keep on saying you don't know, but then don't say like you're some amazing AI investor. You have no fucking clue what you even have.
It's amazing. I don't know. I just know he was the first person to talk about it on my timeline. So I bought it.
And then
I don't
perhaps
think anyone knows what half of these coins do.
I think an interesting one is this being, I think, somewhat overlooked. I think it's a few folks like Darren are bringing it back. Is Prime. Like the Wayfinder demos, I think they're pretty good. Prompt tokens coming in Q1. It's actually up today. It's up about 7% here.
Wow.
But
they're
good.
pumping.
So how does it work? How do you get prompts? You just own Prime, or you have to like, what do you have to do with it?
Wow.
As I understand it, 40% of prompts is going to Prime stakers. Now, I don't know if there's different amounts for how long you stake.
I think it is, yeah.
I would imagine probably someone who's staking for 3 years should get a higher percentage than someone who's staking for a few weeks. As I understand, the parallel avatar NFTs will have some kind of either bonus or we'll be able to earn them via like gameplay. Wow. I don't think they get a static allotment. Because I entered a position in Prime this weekend, and I was actually debating buying Prime versus buying the parallel avatars. Deez, I was chatting with him. Like, Deez went the avatar route. I just went the token route. But as this gets closer, I mean, the folks who are close, who've been following this for a while, think this is like a potential $5 to $10 billion play if they can pull off what the vision is. And in the frothiness of, I mean, in what we're already seeing in this market, that seems like something that could be done. Like one of the teams who have been here and building this for several years with established community base, that seems possible. So I don't know. It feels like we're probably going to see a prime run into whenever more details are announced around when that prompt TGE is coming. I think a potential risk here, of course, one is the product doesn't work, it's not good, or it's like already been replaced or duplicated by existing AI agents we have out there. And then like the 2 token thing is still throwing me off a little bit. So like what happens to prompt when prompt comes out? So we might have to talk to someone who's a little bit more of an expert in this.
Oh, they can just come on the show. They're big enough, right?
Yeah, I think it is quite a separate thing.
Yeah,
but
TG is Q1 per Logan.
they need to get that out quick, though, in my opinion. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many other things that could be out by the time that comes out.
Interesting. Apparently, it was worked on by the community, and it's coming out in Q1. So that's what Logan's reporting on Twitter. Yeah, biggest risk is actually them shipping the product, but that's the biggest risk for every single team in crypto, and you'll realize that 99% of them don't actually have a product. But
that is a risk. I mean, I think another risk is that there's another product out there that's similar or better. Right.
I'm wondering what happens to all the people that have been developing these AI products actually for a long time now. Like actual AI researchers and AI people, not crypto people reskinning as AI. And if they end up coming into the industry with better products. But do we care about that for the price of our coins? The answer is probably no.
No, I think you have to. I think if you've been building it for a long time, you have to come out with a good. I think there's more of an expectation, I think, for a working project. I don't think you can say you've been working on it for years and then come out with a roadmap.
Yeah.
But I think you're also excited seeing tokens like Gains open at 50 million in a day, HYPR opening at 250 million. I think that probably excites you.
Big fan. The money flows back. And again, like this is all this conversation we're having again, and the conversation we're having of why I'm so bullish on Farcoin. I just can't not be bullish on that because it's so much. Like, Randall, like even the jokes we're making about, oh, it's the future of this, future of that. It's like, dude, it's just Farcoin. It's like just dumb. I feel like it is every problem. I feel like just holding into my position there is I'm gonna out trade myself if I were to flip flop.
Weirdly, I find that Farcoin doesn't really rally when any of the other coins are rallying.
No,
it normally rallies when all the other coins have like gone side a bit, and then it just goes up like 50%, and you're like, oh, okay.
It kind of does its own thing. You know what I mean? Like, look, like it went to 1.6 the other day on its own, right, Mando? Like you're saying, and it's been kind of like chilling in the 130 spot, and then it'll run to 3 billion, and then it'll chill again.
This is kind of what my issue is that I've given up with the one play. I just have so many different bags now, and it's actually working out.
I'm so proud of you for finally letting go and not becoming a community member the rest of 2025. I'm very happy.
I still own all my goats. It's just my other plays have brought up. But yes, I agree that now I'm not just gonna buy memes.
Yeah.
Like before, I would have just been like just goat and Filecoin. Now it feels like people are just gonna keep on running. Like AI16 feels like you can go to very high now, in my opinion.
So Redbeard's calling $2 trillion parallel here on the show. Since we're going to $100 trillion. Quickly, I do want to bring something up, Tyler, because you mentioned it. We got to give credit where credit's due. PENGU. I mean, this thing is holy. I mean, we got to talk about we cannot be a morning show right now and not discuss this.
Yeah.
It's three big things happened. So the cross 600,000 holders. Price is effectively at all-time high. I throw out the first 2 hours of price action. That's like post airdrop. Like it's pretty messy.
It doesn't even matter.
It's effectively at all-time high, and then it entered the top 50 of all crypto tokens here this morning. So I think that's a nice little bucket to be in. It flipped bonk over the weekend, so it's the #1 Solana meme.
Yep.
Pokemon headlines? Is people saying this? A lot of people say there could be a Pokemon collab coming.
I think I saw that too. I didn't know if there was much substance behind that.
There is no.
Okay.
But people say Pokemon. Just type in Pokemon PENGU.
Okay. I don't want to like
lots and lots of speculation.
They're swirling.
This is not just him though. This is like a lot of different people.
I mean, it doesn't help that the guy saying this has an abstract. Oh, it does not a real badge. Okay, so he had a badge on. I was like, "Fuck, Lucas, I'm gonna like that one." I don't know.
I mean, I guess that the like Pudgy world, right? Like it's a similar type of thing.
It is all over my timeline. When you do it.
I haven't dove into this. I gotta be honest.
I don't know either. Wow, look at
clear. I mean, the clear thing happening.
It could be nothing. It could be nothing. But like that's, I think, what was sending some bullishness.
I think PENGU was buying Bitcoin.
Abstract is sometime soon, right? And we still have no announcements of how PENGU, Pudgy Penguin holders are going to be tied into that. So I think if there's any good news that comes out tied to that, that's probably gonna.
Listen, all I say is every day is a day closer to abstract.
It is.
That's about all I can say.
Closer. I'm seeing more and more hype on the timeline. That this is an area where, admittedly, like with somewhat checked out on vacation, I kind of prioritize some AI stuff over abstract the last few weeks. I'm seeing folks grinding for whitelists. Like there's already excitement over some of the first collections to drop. So excitement is brewing here. I think abstract, it is a good setup for abstract right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. And if
Blast. Abstract is everything that Blast wanted to be.
That's what we've been saying, right, Mando? Like all three of us, I feel like we've been talking about that for a minute. I mean, there's a reason we picked abstract, right? I'm not like, I like to think we're not stupid, right? So like for us, like for Myriad, like we picked abstract over like a lot of chains and a lot of money on the table for a reason, and it's a bet on the team and the attention they're able to gather. And I think so far, so good. Of course, you got to wait for the tech to actually launch in the chain, but the streaming access that they're going to have and the things that Luca and team and Michael Lee, right, the CEO of Abstract, is very talented. Obviously, like you see a lot of the faces of these brands, but like also behind the scenes, like a lot of very talented people, like the Frame team that they acquired, right, with Saigar and guys. Like they're very good on the tech side. Listen, if you want to place your predictions on PENGU, there's 4 days left to the PENGU markets, and then we're giving away 2 little pudgies on Myriad. So I'm just saying, what do you guys think here? Will PENGU have over 650,000 holders by the 10th?
Yes,
because that's looking like a buy to me here because it's at 10%. Only.
Oh, 10-1. I like that a lot.
10-1 here on Myriad.
For 4 days, it's at 608,000 this morning. So you need to pick up 42,000 followers.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. They only gained 13,000 last week.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need an announcement to come out then, probably.
Yeah. You're betting on an announcement here, and then we have a few other markets that are pretty fun on there. But listen, the appetite for crypto apps and for crypto in general is like up big time, guys. You'll have to see that. we're in a good place. So PENGU's great. Last thing is, I do want to touch on some memes. Like, can we discuss the fact that SPX at $1.5 billion right now? Like, I didn't realize.
Yeah. That and Giga, they've just kept on being super strong, haven't they? Murad's revenge.
Wow, Giga. Man,
No Giga.
it's funny. Like, I mean, he caught so much flack, and then also like people were like,
No Giga.
meme coins are dead. Like there was a pretty wide chorus that like it's AI agents now. Meme coins are dead. And here's the meme coin ringleader, and guess what? His 2 top chain plays are pumping.
He's winning on all fronts. I personally very strongly disagree with the narrative that meme coins are dead. No matter how well agents do, because at the end of the day, when people are tired of the whole agentic stuff and the complexity of it, they're always going to resort back to this dog that has a hat on his head. You know what I mean? Or to the Dogecoin, or to the Pepe, or to the PENGU. Like PENGU, right?
But some of the others.
Right? Well, maybe not with, right? But I'm sorry, like I named it because it was like kind of the story of the cycle, but like PENGU.
Yeah, memes are dead, but it's very clear that people are degenning in this.
I saw Blockray sold his whiff, which was big because he was kind of the whiff guy. But congrats on him because he changed his life. So he tweeted about that. So I thought that was cool.
I felt like that was like the end.
Yeah, it's like a sad end. Maybe not, but
I'm not writing it off. I'm not shorting it. That's a fact. I think a couple things we got to talk about. One, I caught a lot of flack on this show for saying SPX would outperform MOG.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Scoreboard.
God,
Tyler's been right a lot actually over the last few months.
I may literally send him and his family new passes for Disney World right now. But you know what? Yo, you're right. Like you've been right. You've been right a lot. You know, it's true, Mando. He's been right a lot. He called the whole AI, and all these like AXBT and all these agent shit earlier than most. With conviction, I mean, not just like a random call.
Do you own SPX?
I don't, so I can't take credit.
Wait, you literally are the biggest Murad bull poster in the group chat, and you don't own SPX?
I told you I sold all my memes. I'm just
AI. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You did well. Who cares?
It's hard to own everything. But,
this is incredible, though. Like, this is impressive.
Yeah,
I like this because during the holidays, out of all places, like Christmas time, everybody was shitting on the guy. So I love that like the holidays are done and this guy's back on top and richer than all his haters. Like I personally like this story. I don't need to own any Giga or SPX to appreciate that. You know what I mean? His wallets are worth over $50 million. That's the wallets that we know of, right? So I don't know. I for one, even though I don't like when Tyler keeps slandering my mock coin, I for one can appreciate seeing another man win. And mock is a
thing. Have you seen the Swarms thing as well? 450 million on Swarms, and all these AI guys are saying it's a scam.
That's the one Loxy caught, right? So Loxy caught that at 6 mil, wow. 600K, and then he sent it at like 5 or 6 mil. Thanks, Lox, for telling us 10x later. So we faded, and then Cowley was funding it, Mando, and then went to $500 million.
AI, well, to be clear, Shaw from AI16Z is funding this.
No, it's not working though. And now none.
It's at $450 million right now.
Woo! Guys,
Flip Graphane.
This is gonna be a big week, huh?
It's gonna be a big week.
AI agents, man. I can tell you, this space just feels like it's
Oh, can we like? I actually have to go because I have a really important meeting to run to quickly. But can we just mention quickly Rect AI? Sorry.
Come have a look. We have a virtuals pool. OSF's been, this is OSF, not me, by the way. Like I've been telling him, and he was like, "We got to do this. We got to do this for a rec guy."
He activated that pretty quick. I wasn't expecting it right away, but he just went ahead and did it.
Yeah, I think you're going to see this a lot. Like obviously, I've already told you I'm looking at it for. I'm trying to. We've already been doing it really for Epic, so Epic already has this, but we haven't integrated it with one of the bigger platforms. But even I'm looking at this right for Epic in games as an NPC for some of these characters, and I think it's going to be a big trend. Like IP,
pumping my bags. Let's go.
Oh, I like this. I like that move. Yeah.
So what Ovi did here, Mando, is that I was afraid that it was going to create a second token But what Ovi did is he tied it to the pool on base.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why we did the base pool as well to a certain extent.
So
So
it's not PvP, right?
yeah, so people will be able to look at this and now they'll be like, right, well, this is actually one of the highest virtual agents. Suddenly, this becomes a virtual agent play at at 75 million, right, or 70 million, which we think will help.
Okay. So that's good. So I love to see that. Obviously, I don't think I need to disclose this anymore. I have a fat ass rec bag. There was a moment 2 weeks ago I had more rec than Wintermute.
Oh, really? I don't think Wintermute are like our main market maker.
I don't know if they are, but they own 2.55 trillion rect. And I know that because I had more than them for a hot second.
Wow.
And then I was like, wait, maybe I bought a little too much. I checked the chain. And
You get so excited when you're making these moves. You just pile it.
I netted up my wallets and I was like, wait, fuck. And I was like, well, then I can maybe delegate some of that to like Grafane and like Arc and shit. So I did that. So I'm pretty happy.
I am actually surprised it's not. Yeah, no, we won't talk about that.
What, that it hasn't moved more?
I thought we would move on this. I was like, oh, this could actually like really.
It'll pick up.
Maybe people haven't heard about it. Maybe we need to be louder about it.
It'll pick up.
Big trend.
It'll pick up. I mean, I think ETH here is we're ETH for a fat ETH quarter here. And look at it, it's already breaking. See, remember last time on the show I was talking to Mando like that 3,500 keeps on like failing to break it. We got there, and now 3,700 right here, another big mark, and then
just keeps letting me down, man. ETH just keeps letting me down. Whenever I'm like, oh, this is it, it just lets me down again.
I agree with you, but lately it's been kind of good to me, man.
Oh man, I just feel I'm so much more bullish on Solana here.
I am too. I mean, you know me. I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I'm just super bullish on Farcoin.
Me too.
Tyler, where's Farcoin going to in the next week?
My current mental fart model is that we like chop and consolidate through mid-January. Then that's the next leg up.
Silent but deadly.
Silent but wealthy. Anyways, with that, we're so childish. I love it. I love this part of the cycle though. Like there was for years, we're like, oh, the 2021 vibe is so cute and all. Like we miss it. Like, it's there. Like this is 2025. You woke up and you're in 2021 again. Just different.
Question as well. Like, do you like the fact that utility might be coming back, or are you just like deeply distrustful of it all?
I like it a bit because I am building a pretty large utility like centric project myself, right? And like at the company, like with Myriad and everything going. So I like the fact that like people want to look more into like crypto projects again and how let's say like AIGs can trade like predictions or this and that. So in a way, yes. But for Memecoins, no. I think it's absolutely useless, and I think it's all mental. It's just like what is it like brain rot or like just like word porn or whatever, like hustle porn. Like it's not real.
Yeah, I think the jury's still out from most people who are like deep in crypto.
Yeah.
But I would say it's slightly refreshing.
It is refreshing. We need to
not to just be like some random crappy meme that we all have to pump up to like 500 million.
What's your thoughts on that, Tyler?
I like it. I love it. In fact, like I think it gives more credence to everything, right? And like, sure, there's some vaporware, but there's more real people coming in and launching real products, and I think that can only be a net positive. And if we were just sitting around here talking about which meme coin is going up, like are we going to spend a whole year doing that? Like at some point, we're like, okay, like what are we doing? So it's nice to have something else.
I think once you get to a certain age with this shit, you have an existential crisis about what you've been doing with your life. You know what I mean? Like you hit 30 and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like you speak to people not in the space. And now at least you can, I like what someone just put in the comments. I sleep a little bit better with fake utility. Like there's a little bit of non-LARPiness, but we all know it's a LARP anyway, but you can at least tell your friends what you're investing in again.
Yeah. So I agree with that. Also, like it's time for us to like kill the old utility bullshit, like all the top 10 ADA type crap, XLM,
right?
All that trash is gotta go. And the only way it's gonna go is by being replaced by other projects and things that actually do shit. So it is. Oh wow, nice. Trudeau just stepped down officially.
Wow.
It's official. I mean, it was gonna be official as of this
It was
morning.
coming, right? It's been coming for a bit.
But it's official now.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, baby.
You're gonna get the news back. You're gonna get the news in Canada again.
51st state. Yeah, right.
That's the
51st
wildest
state,
thing
baby.
about Canada over the last few years. The fact that you can't even get the news online.
Check this out. 51st fucking state, baby. Boom. You already know the vibes. That was my first tweet this morning. My phone's blowing up. Let's see what they do though, because apparently the Liberal Party wants to stay in control until October, until the elections, and they're pretty evil people. They're pretty bad. They're mean.
I saw the
Guys.
interview with the new guy. The Jordan Peterson did an interview with the opposition leader. I forget his name now. He seemed all right.
But yeah, it's good. It's okay. He talks the right language. It'll work out. Anyways, with that, wow, this is my Super Bowl. I may go to the Habs game tonight. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's working. It's working. All right, guys. So wow, there's
Aren't you migrating this year? This is the Great Farouk migration.
This is the Great Farouk migration, and basically, I'm gonna plan a coup from Portugal, and then when time comes, I'm gonna march into Canada, take over, and hand it over to Donald Trump in America.
Did Portugal ever own Canada? Canada.
Portugal never owned shit, bro. The furthest y'all got is Brazil.
No, they owned quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah. No, we didn't. They didn't own Canada at any state.
Canada was French, and then it was in British. So it's it was the Great War in Quebec, and then Le Plaine d'Abraham, and then we lost. Anyways, we need the French. Anyways, guys, I gotta run. All right, guys, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, everyone's tagging in this Trudeau shit, bro. I'm excited.
Portuguese explorer is believed to have reached what is now Labrador. That's where the name Labrador comes from, a Portuguese explorer.
What?
Yeah.
Les terres du Labrador?
Early 16th century, in 1500, Portuguese explorer João Fernandes Lavrador is believed to have reached what is now Labrador, Canada, thus lending his name to the region.
Okay. We'll love to see that. There are more reasons to go to Portugal. More reasons to go to Portugal. The only problem right now is because of he's resigned, this Canadian dollar may be bouncing. I cannot. Oh, it's okay. We're good. Anyways, guys. All right, let's go. With that, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.